Hey everybody, this is Jim, the Tabletop Engineer, and welcome to a new playthrough video. I am continuing with my game of Deck 52, Wrecked Space, or Space Wrecked. I think it's called Space Wrecked. Um, I'm playing the Scientist, and I am currently on level, let's see, level 10. Yeah, I did level 10 last time, so now I'm at level 20. I'm trying to escape the space station and get up to level 52. Level 20 allows me to get an upgrade. The upgrades that are remaining are, let me go through the list here. Upgrades include the stim pack, the pulse rifle, which I got last time as my upgrade, flamethrower, astronaut rig, exoskeleton, and the grenade, I guess, is still in the loot. All right, so these four, I'm going to just shuffle these up a little bit and pick one, and that will be added to my starting inventory as I move up the way. All right, so let's see what I got. I got the stim pack. Okay, so the stim pack, which is actually kind of nice, it gives me 5 health. It says you basically you go 1, 2, 3, 4. So the stim pack gives you that bonus extra. It said if this is on top, you may lose 1 health, but redraw a map card when you explore. All right, so that's kind of nice. You may lose 1 health, but redraw a map card. All right, so I'm starting out with the access card, the oxygen, the force field, the stim pack, and I have the pulse rifle into the what I call the die deck, which is 1 through 6. It's for picking a random number. All right, all the other cards get sort of set aside for now. I don't need them. I am going to be at level 20. I have 1 objective and 1 threat. So let's do the objective first. So I have 1 through 6. These cards are numbered, and they all look the same. So just shuffle these up and pick one. So the objective is going to be number 3, which is resolve instrumentation bay and a blast door. So I need to find an instrumentation bay, a blast door, resolve those 2 cards, and then get to the grav shaft. All right, so number 3, and then my threat, and at level 20, I'm only dealing with 1 threat. When I get to level 25, it goes level 10, 20, 25, 30, 40, 52. So when I get to level 25, the map shows that I'm going to be dealing with, oh, wait a minute. 1 threat or 2? 1 threat. 1 threat. Okay. 2 threat when I get to level 30. 3 threat when I get to level 40 and 50. All right. So here is my threat. Number 5. Unstable floor. After the second wrecked module has been explored, draw an action card. On a 4, these are the action cards, by the way. On a 4 or higher, you take -2 health as you descend 1 level and end the mission. I'll just play that as I have to redo the mission because I'm not playing 52 floors in this game, so I'm not going to go down to floor 19. We'll just replay it. All right, so there is that. So I can just shuffle these up again, place them here. So I know my objective and I know my threat. It is now time to shuffle the floor deck and see where I am. Now I start at the entrance every time, and it auto-resolves. Last time I played, I had an auto-resolve that every time I auto-resolved a card, every 3 auto-resolves, I took a health damage. I don't have that this turn, thankfully. All right, so we have a junction. Now we have an access way, and I get to reveal those. To resolve them means I flip them back to this side. So I've got a guard bot, swarmlings, wrecked module. There's the first one. So when I find the second one, I'm going to have to deal with that unstable floor issue. And an air duct. All right. So this one is auto-resolved, so I can flip it over. All right. Swarmlings, challenge, 1 -1 health, 2 to 5, shuffle back in, 6 resolved. I can't do wrecked module. It's a dead end, so I can't go that way. So I'm going to be going this way, it looks like. The air duct, to resolve, explore 2 cards in the gaps adjacent to resolve passageways. Okay, so I haven't had to do that yet, but we'll get to that. So these are passageways, and there are gaps between them that you can actually put cards down to explore. So explore 2 cards in the gaps adjacent to resolved passageways. So I haven't resolved any passageways yet. Let's do the Swarmlings. What I do is I shuffle my 1 through 6. This is kind of like I'm shooting at them or fighting them. There is a 6 in here. Before I got my pulse rifle, I could only go 1 to 5. On a 6 or higher, I can resolve this. On a 2 to 5, I have to shuffle it back into the deck. And on a 1, I lose 1 health, but I can choose whether to fight them again. And I drew a 3, which is shuffle back into the map deck. All right, so this goes back in, and then I have to place another passageway card there. All right, let's see what I got. Blast Door. Ooh, all right. 2 resolve, pay access card. Well, guess what? I do have the access card. So I put that into the loot pile because you can always get it back. And then this resolves. So I've got 1 resolved. Now, I have to resolve at least 2 passageways to explore the gap between them. So I'm going to have to deal with this guard bot. So the guard bot, once again, I can fight it. On a 1 to 2, I lose 2 health. On a 3, 4, I shuffle it back in and draw a loot card. And on a 5 or 6, I resolve it, meaning I destroyed it. I drew a 1. So I lose 2 health. So 1, and this goes back. You may lose, but redraw. So this goes away. I believe I can't get it back. And I lose a 2nd health. So I'm down to 3 health. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna use my force field. Force field says shuffle into the loot deck to cancel any mana damage delivered by 1 strike. So I'm gonna shuffle that in, and we'll fight him again. So let's try it again. All right, and a 4. Shuffle back into the map. Draw a card from the loot deck. All right, so unfortunately I didn't destroy it. It's got to go back in here. But I do get to draw a card from the loot deck. I may get my force field back. There's only 4 cards in the loot deck, so got a pretty good odds of getting it. But there's also like a grenade, my access card again. There's lots of things lots of uses. Okay, the passageway is Void Beast. Man, I'm not drawing very well here. All right, so let's put, now the access card. Did I do the access card? Blast Door? I did. I used the access card, and I just used my force field. So that's right. All right. So shuffle these up, and what did I pull? My force field. So I'm glad to have that back. All right. Well, since we drew the force field, let's go ahead and deal with this Void Beast. And it's the same thing, but this time on a 1 to 3, I lose a health, and I have to fight again immediately. On a 4 to 6, I shuffle back into the map deck, and I can't get a 7 because I don't have the flamethrower, which would add the number 7 to this random deck. I drew a 3, which is -1 health. I'll do that. I'll take the -1 health this time and fight again. All right, so let's keep going. I really need the 6 or 5 or 4 to get it. All right, let's see what I got. 2, -1 health. Uh-oh. May have to fight this one. This one's one where you either banish it back into the deck or you fight it to the death. 2, come on! Oh man, I'm down to 2 health. I'm gonna need that med pack in a minute. I'm gonna have to find it. All right, let's try again. You have got to be kidding me. I'm down to 1 health. All right, try again. Wow, this is not good. Okay, and last one is a 5. Finally, shuffle back in. Oh, I'm down to 1 health. And I have to shuffle this back in and find another access way here to resolve. I guess I could use my force field. I hate to use the force field because it saves you all damage versus any mana damage. Yeah, so that little stupid thing was doing 1 point at a time. It was just a waste to use the force field. All right, what do we got? Grav Shaft. Well, that's not good because I haven't done any of my objectives, which is resolve Instrument Bay and Blast Door. Although I did do Blast Door, didn't I? Yeah, I did. I did Blast Door. All right, so I've got to find the Instrumentation Bay. All right, so that forces me to go to the air duct. To resolve, explore 2 cards in the gaps adjacent. Well, that's interesting. How can I do that? Because I can't resolve this. I can't resolve that. To resolve, explore 2 cards in the gaps adjacent to resolved passageways. I only have 1 resolved passageway. Interesting. All right, well, I tell you what we'll do. We will shuffle. I'm just going to make a command decision here and shuffle the grav back in. I mean, it's nice that I found it now, but, hey, I'll have to find it again. That's what you're looking for to exit to the next level. Finding it this early in the game is usually a good thing, but I haven't got my objectives, and I can't meet my objectives until I resolve 2 cards, so I start exploring the thing. So what do we get? A data crystal. So I keep that. When explored, put it in the inventory stack. So it's in my inventory. I don't know what it does. Okay, I guess I get it. And then I have to shuffle again and put another card out. You don't resolve that. It's just you find it, and it's assumed to be found in the grav shaft again. All right, let's go. Let's shuffle again. All right, come on. Give me something I can actually succeed on here. Medbay. I needed that. To resolve, take the medkit card from the loot deck. No, medkit. All right, I may have to go ahead and use that. So I resolved that, which is good. This says shuffle into the loot to restore 2 health. All right, 2, 1, 2. So I'm back up to 3 health. Wow. All right, now that I have resolved 2 passageways, I can put explore 2 cards in the gaps adjacent to resolved passageways. Well, unfortunately, I can only do 1. So let's do this. I have to keep going. So this one is a junction. That's impossible. I mean, I can't go through this. All right, so we'll shuffle that back in. I think there's some rules that say something along the lines of if you I seem to recall there was some sort of rule that said, look, if something doesn't fit, if it won't allow you to continue, you can shuffle it back in, but I could be wrong. All right. Oh, I got the guard bot again. Not good. All right, well, I need to resolve it. So 1, 2, 3 here. Let's shuffle. Let's go ahead and deal with the guard bot. I really need a 5 or 6. All right, 5 or 6. Come on. I got a 1, and I lost 2 health. I'll use the force field. Fight him again. 5 or 6. Now I lose 2 health. Now I'm down to 1 again. Oh, come on. All right, come on. 5. Resolved. All right. So I get to turn it over. Now I have 2. Now I get to put passageways again. So this is a passageway. This is a passageway, and this is a passageway. And I need to look and see what they are. Security turret, instrumentation bay, that's what I'm looking for, and air duct. All right, so I've got 1 health left and no shield. All right, so security turret. On a 1, resolve it. 2 to 3, resolve. 4, you lose 2 health. Ooh, I may not want to do that. All right, to get through this, I don't need to get through this anymore because I found the instrumentation bay. So once I resolve instrument, I need to resolve that and then get to the grav shaft, which I don't know where it is yet. All right, so let's do this. To resolve, shuffle the action cards from 1 to 5. Draw 2 of them. Choose 1 to discard. The rest goes in the action deck. So this is what this is. So these cards have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it tells me to take the 6 out. And I'm shuffling 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And I'm going to pick 2 of these. And I have to put 1 of them in the discard pile. So if I draw a 4 and a 5, my 2 highest cards are gone except for that 6. So I'm gonna do this one. And I'm going to do that one. All right, let's see what I got. 2 and a 4. Well, I'll get rid of the 2. I think in this game, the higher the better, typically. Actually, that's not true, necessarily. Here, a 4 or higher, you lose 2 health when you go up against the turret. Okay, well, I'm going to take a chance and get rid of the 2. Put the 4 back in here. So I can't draw a 2 anymore, but this is resolved. So now I need to just find the grav shaft. And since this is an access way, it leads to a junction, which is security turret. All right. Air duct to resolve. Okay, so I've got to resolve two gaps. Where are the gaps? Well, here's one and here's one. They're between the passageways. So I can put this here. There's the grav shaft, and here's a vacuum area. Well, guess what? I think I've won this game because I don't have to resolve the air duct anymore. Here's the grav shaft. To resolve it, complete the current objective. I resolved the instrumentation bay, which was this card. Yep. And I resolved the blast door, which was this card. So now I am able to get to the grav shaft and resolve it and escape. So that was close. I had 1 health left. 1 health, but I did make it to level 25, which is very cool. I get to put the 2 back in. That was just for this game. Again, it's a very simple little game, very fun. As I said in an earlier video, it's supposed to take less than 10 or 15 minutes. This game took 16 minutes. I mean, I'm recording it, so it would have gone much quicker if I weren't narrating what I was doing. But fun little game. I mean, I'm halfway. I'm at level 25, so I'm halfway through the ship. And what this means, now I don't get a new upgrade for level 25. So I get an upgrade at level 30. So I'll have to start again with what I have, which is the scientist has the access card, the force field, the oxygen, and she retrieved a data crystal. I think I keep that in my, I do keep it in my inventory because I think there are cards that I can encounter that will have something to do with that data crystal. The rest of these will go, but they're just the old loot deck. All right, I hope you like this. Definitely fun little game. Definitely worth investing. I think I don't even remember. It wasn't much. I think the cards were more expensive than the rule book. I think the rule book's free actually. Now you can get this print and play, which I think you can either get it free or so low that it's nothing. But I do like the professionally printed cards. They just add something to it. All right, this is Jim, the Tabletop Engineer. Thanks for joining me for another quick playthrough of Space Wrecked. And I will be back again to tackle level 25. Until then, everybody, take care.